In this video, I'm going to share you 3 metaphysical laws I learned and used unknowingly over 8 years being a paramedic that helped me through some of the most extreme, drastic situations. 3 laws that I've applied to my own life now knowingly to radically shift and shape the way the world moves around me. Something that you can do for yourself as well. And in doing these 3 things and adopting them as part of your lifestyle, you'll begin to see rapid changes happening in your life. You'll begin to see the process of manifesting unfolding right before you. And I'm not talking about the little things, the $100 bill here and there, or finding a little change on the street, or finding something at your door that you didn't expect to show up. I'm talking about the big manifestations, those big dreams that you have, that you've always wanted to fulfill but didn't quite know how. These things will become completely possible to you. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Now the first one here is non-resistance. It's this idea of completely releasing control, of letting go, and calmly accepting situations as they unfold. And in doing this, some of the most positive situations will be attracted to you. It's your thoughts and emotions that govern the state of your reality, that govern the state of your frequency. And when you're no longer dependent upon seeing your reality change, that is often when these things happen to you. Now, non-resistance is something I used on my job many times, not knowing where I was going, whether it be someone's house or the street or a car accident, just accepting things calmly as they are. And you know what? I was given the nickname in the service called the White Cloud. It's because people knew me as the guy when they worked with. Literally, we would go into some of the most chaotic things and everything would just work out just fine in the end. People would roll their cars multiple times on the highway. We'd go and show up at the scene and they wouldn't even end up going to the hospital. I mean, sometimes they would to get checked out, but they'd walk away literally unscathed from these things. Now, the second one here is fearless faith. This is something that you can use in your life because fear is almost something that we turn into a false god, something that rules over us. And fear is also a different kind of faith. Fear is faith in evil. It's faith in your self-doubt. It's faith in your limitations. So now is the time to face your limitations as something completely false, as something that is falsely protecting you from the reality you desire. And when you move forward in your life in fearless faith, taking that action despite every bone in your body trying to pull you back, that's when you'll begin to see the magic unfold in your life. Fearless faith, again, is something I had to face going into the abyss in some of the darker calls, things I didn't want to face. Oftentimes, it was calls where a child was involved, and you see the expectation of the parents. When you show up there, this helpless child that may be going through some kind of suffering or illness or whatever, those are some of the most terrifying calls for me. And I felt the fear inside. But while we were driving to the call, what was I going to do? Call the people who sent me there, the dispatchers, and say, I ain't going. I'm not going to go. I'm tapping this one out, right? I'm going to skip this one. There was no skipping. What you got is what you got. And when that red phone rang, you picked up and you answered the call to action and you went and did the thing. And in moving through fearless faith and continuously moving forward through these situations, I found a deeper sense of trust in myself. My own faith strengthened when I moved forward in fearless faith. So I'll ask you and put it down in the comments below. What's one thing that you've always wanted to do, but for some reason or another, you convinced yourself you couldn't do it, or ended up cleaning the whole house just to avoid doing it? What's that one thing? Drop it down below. And the third thing here is moving forward in love, because we talk about universal life force energy, this energy that permeates all around us, that's moving through us as we speak right now. And this is the force of love. It's literally the law of love is stating that it's the force that binds everything in the universe together. It's literally gravity itself. When you think about gravity, it's holding this whole planet together. That is literally love. That's the universal life force energy holding things together. And so when you move forward and you're doing something in your life, it's important to do it without expectation, to do it without a sort of value exchange. I mean, not to do it without a value exchange. I'm going to correct myself there. But to do it in a way that you're open to receiving, but there's no expectation that you will get something. And many times I'd be out on the street late at night helping people who may be going through opioid addictions or alcoholism or things like that. Somebody who's been to the hospital 2 or 3 times that day, and you know it's frustrating, but you still give that person the same level of care that you would give the millionaire guy living in his mansion. He would get the same level of care as that person on the street. And that, to me, is moving forward in love. It's the very reason that drives me to make these videos. I don't know, something fell there. Something fell over there. It's this very reason that drives me to, make these videos and share my experiences. And y'all might want to do the same through whatever means you feel is necessary in your life to help people that you know intuitively could use your help through even advice or conversation. It doesn't have to be money. But all of these things are circular. When you put value out there in the universe, it gets mirrored back to you. And in following these 3 laws together, adopting them over time, it's not a rush, you'll begin to see many of the manifestation techniques that you've put your belief in actually begin to work out for you. Many of the bigger things that you wanted to manifest actually do come into being. And if you want to learn how to use universal life force energy through one of my most popular videos, I give you a starter guide that I'll put down below. It's absolutely free. Until next time, peace.